皆さん、こんにちは。はじめまして。レベッカ・ジャンです。マウントホリオ大学の3年生で、日本語も3年生です。専攻は時計学です。今、アメリカのマサチューセッツ州のニューテンに住んでいます。趣味は音楽と映画です。よろしくお願いします。Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and I'm currently a junior and am a third year in Japanese, and so I thought I would sort of give a little bit of background of why I started taking Japanese. I was always interested in Japanese like pop culture, so whether that was Japanese music, manga, anime, I was really into that kind of stuff from like elementary school to middle school, but I never really thought about learning Japanese the language that much. It wasn't until my friend who lived in Japan at the time moved from Japan to the US, and when I met her for the first time in middle school, like we instantly became really good friends, and she invited me to go to Japan to visit her one year when I was in high school, and like my whole experience of Japan was amazing. Absolutely loved everything. The culture, the people, the food, like everything was perfect in my opinion. And after that, I really wanted to learn Japanese, to be able to maybe one day live in Japan, to be able to speak to my friend in Japanese. Because of the limits that I had with like my school didn't offer any Japanese courses, I tried researching some places where I could learn Japanese, but there weren't a lot of options available for me at the time. So I was very lucky in the fact that when I enrolled into Mount Holyoke, there was a pretty good Japanese program that was offered, and I jumped at the chance to take it, and so that's where I am today, taking Japanese. I've been taking it since my freshman year, and I've been loving it ever since, and I hope you guys watching this video can also enjoy Japanese as much as I have, and I hope you guys continue to study it for many years to come. In my journey of Japanese, last summer I took a summer program in Japan, and this program is created by ICU, which stands for International Christian University, and this is a private university in Tokyo, Japan. They offer a pretty good Japanese summer program. So basically for 1 month you are at ICU's campus and you are learning Japanese, basically just Japanese. There's some programs have other classes you can also take, but for ICU their specialty is just Japanese, so they only teach you Japanese. At this program I had a lot of fun, and I went with one of my classmates and we both had a lot of fun, I believe, and so I have another video which speaks about this program in more detail, so if you're interested about that, you should go check out that video. And if you have any questions about this program, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll try to respond as fast as I can. So yeah, let's get into Japanese typing. So first thing you want to do to set up your keyboard as Japanese is going to System Preferences, which the quickest way is to click on this little apple icon on your top left corner, and the second option should be System Preferences, and click on that, and then afterwards you want to click on the keyboard menu or icon and go to Input Sources. So here I only have the US English keyboard on, but to add another language you want to press the plus and then you can click on Japanese. For me, since I've already added Japanese in the past, it's here on the top, but if you do not see it on the top, you can just search it up, which is the fastest way, or you can scroll through to find Japanese. So then after you select Japanese, make sure it's like highlighted, and then you want to press add, and that's basically it for adding Japanese to your keyboard. And then you want to make sure that the show input menu in menu bar is checked so that you can quickly access it on the top here. And so for me, I just have hiragana, so you can select, you can change the language from here. So I'm just going to select hiragana. So I'm just going to type something random. So you can see it's working. Sometimes the words may automatically change into kanji, like this where I wrote nichi, but if you want it in hiragana always, there is an option you can change that. So you want to go to the little language menu, which is up at the top, and you go to open Japanese preferences, which should be the last option. And in that, you can uncheck live conversion, and that should stop your characters from changing to kanji, so that it will always be in hiragana. So if I type the same thing, it stays in hiragana. And in that menu, you can also turn on like katakana and romanji, which I usually do not use. If for some reason you end up not turning off the live conversion, and you still happen to have it coming in kanji like this, you can, there's a way to change it back into hiragana. So once it is in kanji like this, you'll still see a line underneath, and that means you can still scroll through the options that it gives you by pressing the arrows up and down. By pressing the up and down arrows, you can scroll through your options. There's also like different kanji if you happen to be given the kanji that you do not want to be using, and also switches to katakana if you need that, but also like English if you want that too. So you just press enter after you select the version that you want. I hope that tutorial was helpful for you guys for typing. I know Japanese can be hard at first, but with some practice, you guys will be able to get used to it. So a few pointers I would like to give to you guys while you guys are typing is that first off, you want to check the font that you're using. I believe this only happens to Microsoft Word users. I personally use Google Docs a lot. When I type, usually I do not check the font, but if you are using Microsoft Word, you might need to be careful, because sometimes when you are typing, it automatically sets the font to a Chinese font. And when that happens, sometimes when you're typing kanji, the kanji might turn out to be the simplified form. And for Chinese students, yeah, that makes sense. Like the simplified form, you understand it. But from a Japanese standpoint, they only use traditional characters. So your teacher reading it might not be able to read it at all because it's simplified. So the font that I recommend you guys using is MS Mincho or Osaka. Both are pretty good in standard fonts. I checked on Google Docs and Apple Pages to see if they had it, and I couldn't find it on either, but for Microsoft Word they should have MS Mincho for you to switch to. I hope that you guys will enjoy learning Japanese, because I've been having a lot of fun learning Japanese, and I've made a lot of friends through learning Japanese, and I hope you guys will too. Yeah, if you ever need help with anything, you can totally reach out to me either through email, or if you see me on campus, you can just say hi to me. I'm gonna be cheering you guys on as you guys continue to learn Japanese, because this is such a fun language to learn. I know you guys can do this, and I'm rooting for you guys, and I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck in your Japanese studies for the years to come. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.